This is the Barbados Today morning news for Wednesday, April 19th. Thank you for joining us. I am Mary Claire Williams. Minister of International Business Donville Inniss is warning that Barbados will not soon escape the state of being declared a tax haven. His comments came on the heels of the recent move by the American state of Illinois to blacklist Barbados following the introduction of a new bill by the state's House of Representatives. Bill HB 3419 also names a number of other regional and international countries, and it forbids businesses operating in jurisdictions considered to be foreign tax havens. Inniss told Barbados Today there was no merit to the move to blacklist the island as a tax haven.
It's a classic example of every time you do the things that are requested of you to get a fair rating and hearing, somebody comes with a label. I saw one of the U.S. states make a declaration recently about tax havens and label Barbados. As a matter of fact, I suspect that they actually just looked at the map and picked a couple of countries in particular geographical space before really looking to see if there's any substance in what is being prepared. And I've sent comments back to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs for direction to our embassy in the U.S. for our transmission to that particular state and their representatives. We are not taking these things lightly, because even if we don't do business companies with that particular state, the reality is that the message coming from that state is then picked up by other states and by other countries, and then you have the snowball effect.
To news of the tourism industry, the latest Travel and Tourism Competitiveness Report says Barbados' tourism industry is said to be less competitive. The 2017 survey places Barbados at number 58 out of 136 destinations with an average score of 3.91. This is a drop in the ranking from 46 out of 141 countries in 2015 with a score of 4.1 out of 7. The report examined a number of areas, including enabling environment, policy, infrastructure, and natural and cultural resources. Other Caribbean countries listed in the report were Jamaica, which is ranked 69th, and Trinidad and Tobago at 73rd. Just last week, the Executive Director and Professor of Strategy at the Arthur Lockjack Graduate School of Business, Dr. Miguel Carrillo, warned that Barbados' position as a tourist destination was eroding as it continued to face severe competition from other destinations. He also said at the time that the island had difficulty attracting and retaining more visitors because of a lack of attractions. The Director of the Department of Emergency Management, Kerry Hines, is welcoming the upcoming Exercise Tradewinds as an opportunity to test the island's National Emergency Management Plan. The June 6 to 17 exercise will be jointly hosted by Barbados and Trinidad. Hines told the official launch it is important that Bridgetown uses every opportunity to enhance its ability to manage emergencies and disasters.
We will be exercising various components of the National Emergency Management Plan, which will allow the operatives of the system to respond to several scenarios based in the field, requiring the life play and movement of emergency management resources to manage the live incidents. These scenarios will be played out in various communities across the island. Barbados has derived significant benefits and considerable experience from previous participation in Tradewinds exercises held in the region on an annual basis.
Barbados last hosted Exercise Tradewinds in 2012, and the Director of Training at the Regional Security System, Captain Brian Roberts, says the region has since been confronted with several non-traditional threats, such as cybercrime, as well as natural and man-made disasters.
States today are confronted by regional, transnational threats and challenges like ethnic conflict, insurgencies, public disorder, illegal drugs, and terrorism. Furthermore, they are threatened with challenges related to environmental degradation, mass migration, refugees, epidemics, and disasters. Participation in Exercise Tradewinds allows us to practice our interoperability, coordination, and cooperation in order to enhance our efficiency and effectiveness as a unified response mechanism. The Caribbean is not immune to such events. We not only have to deal with our local and regional issues, like our rising murder rates, the threats of terrorism, or the political, social, and economic instability in nearby countries, but also pay close attention to what is happening in the international arena.
Police are appealing for the public's assistance in their investigations into yesterday's shooting in Durant's village, St. James. Lawmen say the incident resulted in minor damage to a small shop known as Pierre's Variety, which is attached to the dwelling house occupied by Pierre Sandiford. No one was injured. The police say the shop assistant and some of the occupants of the house were home when two men approached and opened fire before fleeing the scene. Anyone with information that can assist with investigations is asked to contact the Whole Town Police Station at telephone number 417-1700 or 417-1701. Individuals can also call police emergency number 211 or Crime Stoppers at 1-800-TIPS. That's 1-800-8477 or the nearest police station.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
Good morning, Phillips & Company, may I help? Oh, certainly. One moment, please. Miss Phillips?
Yeah?
There's a lady on the line from the Nation newspaper who would like to speak with you.
The Nation? Will she go on?
Well, they're trying to sell us some ads.
Look, don't make me laugh this morning. Ads in the Nation? They're real expensive, and for one year, nobody ain't buying them papers no more. Nobody want to steal news. I hear reading Barbados Today online for free. So I tell she thanks for calling, but no thanks. We just advertise in Barbados Today, families. Tell she is Barbados Today all the way.
Okay, I'll pass on the message. Ma'am, are you still there? Oh, she put down.
The Barbados Today, news you can trust.
We're back now with news from the region. The Mental Health Unit of Guyana's Ministry of Public Health says it is pressing ahead with programs to reduce the number of suicides in the country. The World Health Organization has declared that while Guyana is no longer the suicide capital of the world, there is still need to tackle the high number of people taking their lives. The Ministry of Education is also planning to incorporate mental health topics into the health and family life education syllabus in secondary schools. And finally, on the international scene, police in France have arrested two men on suspicion of planning an attack in the country days before the first round of the French presidential election. Police say they found explosives and several guns at an apartment linked to the suspects. The men, aged 23 and 29, were detained in Marseille on Tuesday. They were reportedly radicalized in prison. France remains under a state of emergency following a series of attacks that claimed about 230 lives. That's news this morning. Just to remind you, you can get more on our website, www.barbadostoday.bb. You can also subscribe to our e-paper, email updates, and like us on Facebook. We're on Izumi Media in bus terminals and Screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you. Or you can tune in to Channel 99 on Flow TV or Mix 96.9 FM for more news. I am Marie Claire Williams. Have a good morning.